Hello, my loves. It's Auntie Trice with another video for you. If you have not done so, please head on over to all of my other social media platforms and follow me on there. They're going to be listed in the description box up underneath this here video. Click the like button on your way in here, my babies, and don't be afraid to subscribe to Auntie's channel today because it costs $0 to do so. So why haven't you done so, my babies? Why haven't you done it? I'm waiting on you. I got my handy dandy phone, and it's time for us to get into the tea for today. Welcome to part 2 of our fallen soldiers, celebrating our celebrities and our bloggers, our vloggers, celebrating our fallen heroes in these videos. So like I said, grab your wet wipes, your tissue, whatever you use, your blunts, your wine, and let's go ahead and get into it. We're starting off part 2 with Mr. Terry Carter. Terry Carter, the groundbreaking actor, documentary filmmaker, and newscaster with screen records including Battlestar Galactica, McCloud, and Foxy Brown, died April 23rd at the age of 95. Born John Everett DeCoste, or is it DeCoste? Auntie bad with names. Y'all see that shit. Y'all see what it looked like. I just had to put his last name up there so y'all won't think that I'm just fucking up. Well, I am fucking up because I don't know how to say that. Auntie country as hell. I'm just going to put it like that now. Let's keep moving on. We're going to call him Terry Carter because that's what he changed his name to. Anyway, Terry studied acting alongside Howard Da Silva in the early 1950s and played a number of roles in Broadway and off-Broadway stage productions during his early career, including Mrs. Patterson, in which he appeared opposite Eartha Kitt. His breakthrough screen project was The Phil Silvers Show, on which he played Private Shuggy Sugarman from 1955 to 1959 and was the only regular black cast member. Terry served as an anchorman for Boston's NBC affiliate network, WBZ-TV, from 1965 to 1968, making him New England's first black news anchor. He portrayed Pam Grier's boyfriend in Foxy Brown in 1974 and a cop in the dog-centric family film Benji, and played Colonel Ty on the sci-fi series Battlestar Galactica in the late 70s, and Sergeant Joe Broadhurst on McCloud for 7 seasons. Terry launched his own production company, Metaphor Productions, in Los Angeles in 1975. He and his company produced more than 100 educational documentaries, some of which were for the Library of Congress, PBS, and the National Endowment for the Arts. Kudos to you, Mr. Terry Carter. You got an extensive resume. Your time here on Earth was an abundant one. So you can take your final rest. Condolences to his family and friends, all who loved, known, and lost him. Let's move on. Next on the docket is Eva Evans, a TikTok star and the creator of Prime Video's Club Rat web series, has died at the age of 29. Her sister Lila Joy confirmed that her sister passed in a series of Instagram posts. But the cause of death for Miss Eva Evans, because she was just a baby, y'all, just 29 years old, was suicide. I just cannot stress this enough. If you are someone you know needs help, call 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Please go and get help immediately. Seek help immediately. It is okay to do so. It is nothing wrong with doing so, okay? No one will judge you. No one will do anything to press you even further, because you never know what people are thinking in the state that they are in, because they've had to been pushed to that level to even think about harming themselves in that way. So condolences to her friends, her family, and to those who loved her, her fans. Condolences to all of y'all, because she was such a young lady in her prime. I really do believe she could have done great things in this life if she would have just held on. But we can't question things like that, guys. We can't question things like that. We just got to be happy for what she graced us with on the little time on earth that she was here, okay? So let's move on, guys. Next on the docket, y'all, is Mandisa from American Idol Season 5. And she's a Grammy Award-winning Christian singer who also courted controversy for making anti-gay comments in 2006. She died April 18 at the age of 47. The religious performer who rose to national stardom after her Idol audition with Alicia Keys' Fallen, while judges Randy Jackson, Paula Abdul, and Simon Cowell. Though she was ultimately eliminated from the singing competition, she forged a successful career in music, earning 5 Grammy nominations, including one victory for Best Contemporary Christian Music Album in 2014 for her Overcomer album. Okay. So I want to talk about Mandisa for a little bit because y'all literally tried to slip in this woman's obituary just a little bit. The write-up that y'all have of her saying that she made anti-gay comments in 2006, trying to make it seem like she was just against the gays. Let's speak on that comment that she made in 2006, shall we? Shouts out to the Augusta Chronicle. This is where I'm getting this article from. It says, is ousted American Idol contestant Mandisa anti-gay? The 29-year-old soul singer and outspoken Christian who was voted off the hit Fox show Wednesday says she would not perform at an event held in support of the gay community. Mandisa, a native of Antioch, Tennessee, tells Advocate magazine, based on what I believe, I'm not an advocate for being gay, so it's nothing I would take part in. End quote. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all said that she anti-gay because of that? Oh my God. I'm sick of y'all. And let me tell you why I'm sick of y'all, because y'all don't know the meanings of words. To be anti-something means you're against something. Mandisa didn't say she was against the gays in any type of way, shape, form, or fashion. She didn't say that she was against the gays. She said she can't advocate for them because of how she grew up and her beliefs. She's Christian. Do you know that Christianity denounces the gays? Y'all got to be... Oh my God. But y'all try to slip stuff like that in there, talking about, oh, she made anti-gay comments, trying to make it seem like she hated the gays, like she was against the gays. That's not what she said. That ain't what she said, and I ain't finna let you flip that on her and turn that on her like she just said that, because that's not what she said. She didn't say she hated nobody. She didn't say she was against nobody. She just said, due to my Christian beliefs, I can't perform at gay shows or gay events because that goes against my religion. But because that goes against my religion, y'all saying that I'm anti something, trying to make it seem like I hate something. No, I'm not going to hell for you. Okay? You are your little friends. That's pretty much what she said. And she said what she said, and she stood on it with her big chest, not the little one. I'm not finna let y'all turn Mandisa into somebody that hates the gays. No, that's not what she said. That ain't what she said at all. She say I'm Christian, so I can't partake in gayness, which she can't. That's against their religion. Y'all are crazy. Rest in peace, Mandisa. Rest in peace. Condolences to you. Auntie here to get it straight. Period. I ain't gonna let nobody throw salt on your name because you had a wonderful voice. You hear me? Had a wonderful voice, the voice of an angel. Condolences to you and to your condolences to your loved ones, your friends, and your family, and prayers to you, my love. Let's move on. Next on the docket is Mr. Rico Wade. Rico Wade, who co-wrote and produced TLC's 1995 smash Waterfalls as a member of Atlanta production team Organized Noise, died at age 52. As a member of Organized Noise, Rico helped shape the sound of Southern hip-hop in the 1990s, in addition to co-writing and producing hits like TLC's Waterfalls, En Vogue's Don't Let Go, and Ludacris' Saturday. Organized Noise was best known for collaborating with the Dungeon Family and Atlanta music group Collective that included Outkast, Goody Mob, and more. They produced Outkast's influential debut record, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, as well as Goody Mob's 1995 debut album, Soul Food. In 2016, the team became the subject of The Art of Organized Noise, a Netflix documentary directed by Quincy Jones III. So kudos to Mr. Rico Wade. Thank you so much for your contributions in hip-hop. You did more than just take fucking pictures. I'm gonna keep saying that. Take the pictures. Take the pictures. Y'all gonna see why I'm saying take the pictures when I do a new video about how these essays and these Puerto Ricans and these Jamaicans acting up, talking about they contributed to hip-hop as well, talking about, oh, the hip-hop started with us. We did this and that in hip-hop. This essay literally didn't do nothing but take pictures, but he said I did so much in hip-hop. You didn't do nothing but take the pictures. Take the pictures. Oh my God, shouts out to Voodoo Doll TV. I'm going to keep saying that because that's in my head now. But Rico Wade did more than just take pictures. He was the co-founder of the Dungeon family. Well, actually, I want to say he was the founder of the Dungeon family. And the reason why he was the founder of the Dungeon family, they got the Dungeon family name from his studio. They called his studio the Dungeon. So anybody who walked in there and produced in that dungeon, which was the studio, they became a family. So he created, the Dungeon family. That's how that even got started. Essays didn't have nothing to do with that. Essays didn't have nothing to do with that. Oh my God, but they just gonna insert themselves wherever they can. Puerto Ricans didn't have nothing to do with the Dungeon family. Didn't have nothing to do with that. When you see all these pictures that I'm posting of this man, what you see? Straight niggas. You don't even see not one white person in the group. Not one. Not one Hispanic. Not one. Not one All right, y'all. I'm finna get up off here. Mr. Rico Wade, kudos to you. Job well done, sir. You can take your final rest. Let's move on. Okay, next on the docket is O.J. Simpson, the Juice. The Juice, y'all. He was a controversial football star, actor, and former murder suspect who was acquitted in the high-profile 1994-95 trial over the deaths of his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. God, talk about her friend. Go ahead and say who he was. That was her man. That was her boyfriend. What the fuck? But O.J. Simpson died on April 10th at the age of 76. O.J.'s family announced the news on social media, confirming that he died after a battle with cancer. O.J.'s death drew a wide range of reactions, including from Nicole's family, attorney Gloria Allred, who spoke out against him after the news broke. Gloria said, I don't mourn for O.J. Simpson. I do mourn for Nicole Brown Simpson and her family. Gloria told New York City's ABC 7 News, they should be remembered. The system failed. End quote. I really don't care how anyone feels about O.J. Simpson. This man was acquitted. Point blank, period. I don't give a care if y'all feel like he's guilty. The judge damn sure didn't feel like he was guilty. That's why they acquitted him. And his kids that he had with Nicole Brown Simpson, and his kids from a previous marriage were also there with him at his deathbed. That's all that matters. That his children was there loving him and known him as a loving, doting father. That's it. That's all. I don't give a damn what nobody else think about him. Y'all always trying to throw dirt and slander on somebody's name instead of letting somebody go away peacefully, putting somebody away peacefully. That man kids was there. They have accepted him for who he is, and they stayed there with their father. That's it. That's all. Y'all need to go on and stop being so damn miserable. Y'all doing Michael Jackson the same way, still suing that man estate and everything else. Even in death, y'all won't let that man rest. Leave people alone. Leave people alone. Man, condolences to Mr. O.J. Simpson's family, to his friends, to all who loved him, known him, and lost him. This man was a very controversial man indeed. I didn't say everything that he did was right. You understand what I'm saying? That was a fucked up individual. Yes, he was. But damn, let him go in peace. Let him go. Just let him go. I'm tired of the bullshit now. Let's move on. Next on the docket is Mr. C. Mr. C, the New York radio personality and DJ who helped launch the careers of hip hop artists, including Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, and 50 Cent, was confirmed dead on April 10th at age 57. Born Calvin LeBron, Mr. C spent more than 20 years at Hot 97 as the host of shows such as Throwback at Noon and Friday Night Live. He played a major role in the discovery of the notorious B.I.G. and served as associate executive producer on the rapper's 1994 debut, Ready to Die. After leaving Hot 97 in 2014, Mr. C continued his work in radio, hosting a show on 94.7 The Block and working as a DJ on Rock the Bells Radio on Sirius XM. Condolences to your family and to your loved ones, Mr. C. Thank you for your contributions in hip hop. You didn't just take pictures. Thank you. You actually contributed to hip hop. I'm going to keep bringing this up. I'm going to keep stating the facts because that's what they are, hardcore facts. Thank you for your contributions to hip hop, Mr. C. You can finally take your final rest, and kudos to you for thank you for your talents. Thank you for what you made happen on this earth while you were here. Thank you. And condolences to his family. Now let's move on. Next on the docket is Keith LeBlanc. Keith LeBlanc, the drummer and record producer who worked with some of the most prominent musicians of the 1980s and 90s, died April 4th from an undisclosed illness. He was 69. Born in 1954, Keith worked with seminal early hip-hop acts like the Sugar Hill Gang and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five as a session drummer on Sugar Hill Records in the early 1980s. His 1983 solo single No Sell Out famously sampled the voice of Malcolm X and is considered one of the first mainstream recordings to utilize sampling. Keith was also a member of the groups Tackhead and Little Axe and recorded with Tina Turner, Rem, Depeche Mode, 9 Inch Nails, Annie Lennox, and Seal in the late 80s and 90s. Now, this man, Mr. Keith, actually has an extensive work in hip-hop. He actually contributed something to the hip-hop culture. He actually did that. Mr. Keith, kudos to you, okay? Kudos to you and condolences to your family, to your friends, to all who loved you, known you, and lost you. Condolences to y'all, okay? He didn't take no pictures. Keith didn't take no pictures. I'm going to just keep saying that. I'm going to keep bringing that up every single time. Take the pictures. Take the pictures. I don't even want to. Oh my God. Let's move on. Next on the docket is Joshua Michael Waring. He was the son of Real Housewives of Orange County alum Lori Peterson. He died March 31st on Easter Sunday. A cause of death was not immediately disclosed. Lori shared a moving post on Instagram confirming Joshua's death. It is with a shattered heart that I write this post to let you know that my sweet Josh left this earth Easter Sunday, Lori wrote. No one can ever prepare you for this feeling of such deep loss. Every fiber in my body hurts. Josh fought every single day for most of his adult life for his life, but this past Sunday, the challenge was too great. End quote. Joshua had dealt with substance abuse issues throughout his life and was arrested in 2022 for 1 felony and multiple misdemeanor drug charges, ultimately pleading guilty. He previously spent 4 years in prison for attempted murder from 2016 to 2020. He is survived by his daughter, Kennedy. Okay, guys, I want to talk about Joshua for a little moment because even though he is not the celebrity his mother is, Miss Lori Peterson, that's his mother, from the Real Housewives of Orange County, never watched it and never will watch none of these Housewives franchises. The only Housewife franchise that I started out watching was the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and when I started to see what that shit really was and how toxic that show was, I said click, cancel it, just like I canceled Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and everything else. I damn sure don't watch baddies. So you might as well not even ask Auntie to review none of them shows, because I don't watch none of that toxic shit. None of that toxic shit will enter into my house. But speaking of toxic shit, Miss Lori literally got on Instagram trying to make her son seem to be this angel that just got hooked on drugs, and he just went down the wrong path. Like, she was really trying to make it seem like Joshua was so motherfucking innocent. I hate that. And I'm going to have to go ahead and correct you a little bit. I'm not going to bash Joshua, but I'm going to go ahead and correct you a little bit, Miss Laura, because y'all sat here and made Joshua look like this angel in the spotlight when he actually tried to kill somebody. He was convicted of attempted murder. Okay, he tried to kill somebody. O.J. Simpson was acquitted from his shit, but y'all still call him all kind of monsters and shit and bashed him until he actually fucking died. But Joshua, oh, he's a saint. Oh, he was a kid that just got hooked on the wrong things, and he led, a tumultuous life because of it. No, he chose to get on drugs. Let's talk about it. He chose to get on drugs just like he chose to try to attempt to kill somebody. And he spent 4 years in prison behind it. To be honest, I actually looked up some shit on Joshua. Joshua been in and out of prison. Since he was fucking 18. But you want to sit over here and make it seem like, oh, my son. He was such a good kid. He had such a good head on his shoulders. If he had such a good head on his shoulders, he wouldn't be on drugs. Now, would he? Oh, my God. I shouldn't have said it like that, but I'm going to say it like that. I'm going to make you people think. OJ literally was acquitted of murder, and y'all call him everything in the book but a child of God. Joshua dies, and this man actually tried to kill somebody and was convicted of trying to kill somebody, but he's an angel. He's a saint. Get the fuck out of here. Immediately. Now, who I really feel sorry for is his mother, to his friends, to those family members that were trying to get him to get himself together, because you can tell that they tried to help him. She even put it in her Instagram post that she thanks the people who actually tried to help her son get off this shit. Now, what was his choice of drug? I don't know. Probably prescription pills. Looking at him, because he's rich and he's white. Probably prescription pills. But she was literally thanking people for putting up with Joshua, because that's pretty much what they had to do during his substance abuse problems. And then she tried to say it was adult hardship. His life was adult hardship, ma'am, meaning he made those choices to do that. Okay, so I'm not finna let y'all hide this past us like we didn't just read what we just read. We read what we just read. Your son was giving people hell because he was on drugs. People tried to help your boy, and he didn't want that help. You can't help everybody. Just like Krishan Rock Mama. I'm sorry to say this and bring her up into this, but if she don't get off that shit, she don't take something one day and not wake the fuck up. I hate to say it like that, but she is. That she old too? Hell yeah. Krishan Mama like in her 50s and shit. Yeah. She gonna take something one day. 50s, 60s, I don't know how old Krishan Mama is, but she gonna take something one day, and her ass ain't gonna wake up either. Get off that shit. And get help immediately. Cause when y'all get on drugs like that, y'all are not just, you think, oh, I ain't hurting nobody. No, you are hurting people. You're hurting your family around you. You're hurting your friends. Now look, this man, his daughter gonna have to grow up without a father because he chose drugs. Stop playing. We ain't finna sit over here and act like Laura didn't say what she just said. And yeah, they have not released his cause of death like that, but I still say they protecting him. They protecting him. But Laura done said it already. Laura done said it in these Instagram posts. Joshua died from a drug overdose. That's what that was. That's it. That's all. Condolences to y'all, Lori, because I know that boy put you through with substance abuse. I've had family members on that shit. I know that shit. Man, that shit ain't easy. Watching your family go through something like that, that's not easy. You wanting to help them do something for them, and you know all they want is the drugs. They flipping out, acting out because they can't get it. And that's probably why he almost killed somebody, because he was flipping out, acting out because he couldn't get them damn pills and almost killed somebody over it. Substance abuse is real. It's a real illness. Substance abuse is a real illness. I want to consider that mental illness. Actually, that's a mental illness when you got a substance abuse problem. Hell yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, but condolences to his family, though. But I'm not finna sit over here and let y'all make him seem like he was such a little saint. Oh, his childhood was filled with hikes and going on the mountains and pranks and music, and he was such a loving person. Yeah, the child him was such a loving person, but who he grew up to be, he gave y'all hell in his final years. He gave y'all hell on that shit. Stop playing. But condolences, though. Let's move on. Next on the docket is the great Louis Gossett Jr. Yes, a prolific character actor best known for his performances in An Officer and a Gentleman and the original Roots miniseries. He died March 29th at the age of 87. Mr. Lewis first began acting for the stage and appeared in the original Broadway run of A Raisin in the Sun alongside Sidney Poitier. He then made his film debut in the 1961 movie adaptation of the Lorraine Hansberry play. His screen breakthrough came with his portrayal of the character Fiddler in Roots. That's exactly where I remember you. You Fiddler! I remember him from a lot more other things, but dang, I'm interrupting his reading because he was such a great actor. This was my man here. I loved him. Oh my God, but let's keep going. Which earned him an Emmy Award. A few years later, Mr. Gossett won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of Gunnery Sergeant Emil Foley in An Officer and a Gentleman, becoming the first black actor to win a supporting Oscar and only the second to win an acting Oscar at all, following his old castmate, Sidney Poitier. He continued acting for the rest of his life, recently appearing in HBO's Watchmen series and 2023's musical remake of The Color Purple. He also was in some Tyler Perry movies. This man been in some stuff. He never stopped acting. He literally he died acting, guys, like for real. I didn't even know he was 87. I knew he was up there with Cicely Tyson because they played in Roots together, and he was already old and bald in Roots. I'm being serious. He had a bald middle part. Go look at the old Roots, not the new remake Roots. The old one, the 1970s, old Roots. Fiddler had he had this little Jefferson, looking like Mr. George Jefferson thing going on. And that's what he looked like already. He was already grown. So I knew he was up there in age. But this man never stopped acting in his old age. This man died doing what he loved to do, guys. Like, seriously, this man did that. I applaud him, and I'm actually celebrating his life right now. This isn't a sad occasion for me because this man actually died doing what he loved to do, which was acting. He's been in so much more other stuff than I just listed and named because this is just like a short biography of him. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know that y'all have seen Mr. Louis Gossett Jr. and more other stuff than what I just named. This man is a legend in the acting world. Oh, rest in peace, Pops. Rest in peace. Like, this one hit different for me. Condolences to his family, and thank y'all for allowing him to share his gifts with the world because he did just that. He shared them gifts. And he has such great gifts. Thank you for all that you have done for us and put into this world. We got memories of Mr. Louis Gossett Jr. on film forever. Even though he's not here physically, he will forever remain alive through film. That's amazing, sir. That is amazing. Condolences to his family and friends, to all who loved him, lost him, and knew him. Let's move on. Next on the docket is Boss. Boss was a rapper best known for her 1993 album Born Gangsters and for being the first female rapper to sign with Def Jam. She has died at the age of 54. born Lachelle Marie Laws. She used the stage name Boss when she released her only studio album in May 1993, which sold nearly 400,000 copies, peaking at number 22 on the Billboard 200 and number 3 on the U.S. top R&B hip-hop album charts. It produced the singles Deeper and Recipe of a Hoe. Additionally, Lachelle released 2 mixtapes and also featured on albums from AMG, South Central Cartel, Ice-T, Power Lord Jail, Spice One, Ant Banks, Trice, Dory, Crazy Bones, Larice, and more. Man, you have had an extensive career yourself in hip-hop, Miss Lachelle, aka Boss. You contributed to hip-hop, Miss Lachelle, aka Boss. You didn't just take pictures. You didn't just take the pictures. Take the pictures. You actually contributed something in hip-hop. I'm tired now. I'm not going to say it no more. Y'all going to see when I do my video why I'm sitting over here saying that. There are certain people that actually contributed to hip-hop, and there are others that took pictures, like them essays and them Puerto Ricans that want to sit here and say they have a stake and a claim in hip-hop, saying that they actually helped make it and helped generate it. You did nothing. You did nothing. We didn't even use a bongo. You did nothing. Oh, my God. All you did was take some pictures. You took the pictures. But this ain't got nothing to do with them. I'm sorry. Miss Lachelle, thank you for your contributions to hip-hop. And thank you to her family for allowing her to, explore in hip-hop and give us such wonderful music. She will be greatly missed. Condolences to her family and friends, all who loved and known and lost her. Condolences. Let's move on. Last person on the docket for today is Anthony Baby Gap Walker. Anthony Walker, known as Baby Gap, a former member of the legendary funk group The Gap Band, as well as a dancer and choreographer in his own right, died March 4th at age 60 due to complications from a neck surgery. Hailing from Chicago, Anthony joined the Gap Band in 1979 as a dancer and choreographer, and eventually contributing as a songwriter. He performed and toured with the group for 23 years. Anthony co-wrote 2 tracks on the group's 1985 album, The Gap Band 5, Automatic Brain, and Lil Red Funkin' Hood. Also in 1985, Gap Band lead singers Charlie Wilson produced an album with Anthony and fellow band member Billy Young, Billy and Baby Gap, which produced the hit Rock the Nation. As a dancer, Anthony formed the award-winning breakdancing group Tidal Wave in the 1970s and taught breakdancing and moonwalking in the early 80s at John Travolta's dance studio. Anthony also worked as a choreographer for Disney. Kudos to you, Mr. Anthony Walker. Thank you for your contributions to the music world in hip-hop and funk in your genres. Thank you so much for your contributions. You did more than just take pictures. And I'm just going to keep saying that. You did more than just take pictures. This man actually wrote songs. This man actually choreographed dances. This man actually put pen to paper and did something. He did something. He contributed something to the hip-hop and funk communities. He did more than just take the pictures. Oh, my God. I'm going to keep saying that. But this is all that I'm going to do for today. This is going to be a part 3 to the video. So this is part 2 right here. The ending of part 2, guys. What I wanted to say, we've been losing some legendary people this year. Boss, she was one of the first female gangster rappers. She was one of the first female gangster rappers. Her, Lil Kim, oh my God, y'all ushered in a whole bunch of shit with these females. Yes, y'all did. Instead of singing UNITY, everybody is singing, I got some wop, 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 that's some wet ass pussy. Oh my God, every time I turn around, somebody talking about their pussy. Do it stink? Is it clean? You're going to the doctor to make sure that thing is okay. Don't be talking about it so much. Every time I turn around, y'all got y'all pussy on display. And it was supposed to be a secret. Y'all don't leave nothing to the imagination no more. Jesus, I blame you, boss. Yes, you boss, you are one of the pioneers that ushered in this wholeness. Talking about recipe of a hoe. Lord Jesus. But condolences to everyone on this video. Y'all go ahead and click part 3 of the video because it's coming up right now. So go ahead and do it. If you haven't done so already, my babies, go ahead and hit the like button. I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye.